Hey, this is Sean Smith, the founder of Elite Coaching University, and in this video, I'm going to share with you what I think is the single most critical mind shift you have to make in order to start being successful or increasing your success as a coach. Repeat after me. Oh, repeat. Yeah. Repeat after me. Yes, coach. So this shift is actually an identity shift. In our community, we've been really focusing a lot on the identities that we have. And in a lot of the conversations with people that aren't successful as a coach, they haven't got any clients yet, one of the things we're focusing on is the identity that they are in. We have identities as learners, we have identities as teachers, we have identities as support people, we have identities as leaders. And so what I'm gonna do with you here in this video is pull a short snippet out of one of the trainings inside my Foundations of Marketing for Coaches program, where we talk about what you need to have this identity shift in order to move into more attractive, bold energy and start attracting clients more. Now, if you want more information on that program, I'll put a link down here in the description. It's called the Foundations of Marketing for Coaches. So number one, it's specifically for coaches, and marketing as a coach is different than marketing as a marketer. If you just have any other product that you're selling online, it's not necessarily the same tactics and the same concepts that apply to coaching. But the second thing is that this is about foundations. It's not about just the mechanics. It's not about what do I do on this platform and what do I do on that platform. There are way too many people seeking the mechanical answers and they don't have the foundational certainty. That's what this program is really about. So I'm gonna cut to the training now. You won't see me on the video, it's just a slide, and that's probably good for a lot of you. And let me know what you think about pulling nuggets out of some of our paid programs like this, and let me know if you think it's valuable, and of course if you do, then I will do more of it. So enjoy this short piece on the mind shift you've got to make from student to teacher. We all have a journey from student to teacher, and I want you to be aware of what your journey, where you are in that journey, and what it's like. So what I want you to become aware of is how do you seek information and how do you listen to information? Every single one of you that I know, and I know pretty much all of you, at least I know the circumstances that you're in, you have enough information to help a person. So if you have enough information to help a person and you're not, then that's a choice. It's not because you lack the information. It's not because you lack the readiness. It's because you're choosing not to. So I'm telling every single one of you, you have enough information to help a human. So as long as you have enough information to help a human, then any restriction after that, any hesitation after that, any sabotage after that is just your choice after you've become valuable enough. Now, that doesn't mean you stop learning. I don't think we should ever stop learning. But energetically, a lot of people stay in student mode for a long, 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 long time. And some people never get out of student mode. But there has to be a transition if you are going to now start attracting the people that you can help. Because students are not going to follow students. Students are going to follow teachers. Now, students might follow other people that are in their crowd, but in that moment, that student is becoming a teacher to the other fellow students. And to use this analogy, a lot of people are energetically a student and they're getting frustrated that people aren't signing up for their classes because this class doesn't have a teacher. That's why. And it's an energetic thing more so than it is any sort of checklist, right? So I want you to start paying attention to how you are consuming information, how you're processing information. Are you processing information like, oh, fix me, give me something that I don't have right now? Can you help me elevate myself until I'm ready? Help me become more perfect. Help me become more like whoever you're comparing yourself to. Well, in that mode, you're a student. Not only are you not going to attract other students, but you don't deserve to. And I don't mean that, obviously, I think you all know this from a personal value standpoint, like you're not valuable as a person. That mindset does not deserve to attract any clients. It can't, because it's not the right magnet. So at some point, you have to switch to teacher. And when you switch to teacher, you are now embodying leadership. There's no leadership in the student seat. There's learning. There's nothing wrong with that. And you can take the learning and become a leader. But while you're in the student role, there's no leadership there. Now, please don't universalize this, or do if you want. But understand, I'm talking about energy, and you can be student and teacher simultaneously. You can be a student in one area of your life and a teacher in another area of your life. You can be a student with one person and a teacher with another person. In fact, you can be a student with one person in one subject and be a teacher to the same person in another subject. You can be a student on Tuesday and be a teacher on Wednesday. You can be a student on Tuesday morning and be a teacher on Tuesday night or afternoon. So these are roles that we continue to move back and forth through based on content, based on circumstance, based on audience. But in the role of student, there is no leadership because you're not leading anybody. And so many people stay stuck there, which perpetuates the problems, and then they never really step into that leadership role. So all of you have a classroom full of students sitting in their seats patiently, just waiting for the teacher to show up. And most people just don't show up for their own class that they've been assigned to teach, because they're not ready. They don't have all the ducks in the row, or they're trying to teach another class while they're learning that same class. One of my favorite concepts, especially in the educational analogy, is that to a third grader, a fourth grader is a god. So you could be in kindergarten right now. You could be in the first week of kindergarten. You could teach the kid that just signed up. If you're in fifth grade, you can teach fourth grade, third grade, second grade, first grade, kindergarten. The problem is that we are in fifth grade expecting ourselves to have the certainty of the 12th graders, or really expecting ourselves to have the certainty of the people with PhDs who've put in hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of more hours than us. And if we wait until we have that same level of experience and we have that same level of certainty, then we're just going to look at the master PhDs and go, well, I'm not there yet either. We just stay in this perpetual, I'm not good enough because somebody else is better than me. And all the while, there are students not learning from you. So every single one of you has a student waiting for you to teach the class. Now, if you choose not to teach the class, that's fine. But if you're afraid of teaching the class, that's not fine. That's where we have to discern why we're making the choices that we're making. All right, hopefully you thought that was valuable. If you have any questions for me to answer, go ahead and put them in the comments. Either myself or somebody on my team will get back to you. If you liked it, if you disagree, anything at all, I'd love the engagement. If you are not a subscriber on the channel yet and you want to get notifications for when we post these videos, then subscribe. Hit that little bell eye contact. Hit that little bell icon to make sure you get your notifications, and I'll see you in another video.